Welcome, listeners and viewers far and wide from Cancun to Canal Street. I'm Eirik Gislason, Associate Broker and Team Leader of the Excelsior Team at Brown Harris Stevens. I was expecting a little bit more of a reaction there. Thank you. Master Certified Negotiation Expert and Instructor, founder of Archway Partners Coaching, and your host of Shear Line Negotiation Mastery, the podcast bound and determined to restore and reclaim the good name of negotiation and unlock the door to value creation, win-win solutions, and the true power of integrative negotiations. The holidays always remind me that value is not absolute. It's relative. And I don't mean relative like your great aunt who always shows up with 3-day-old fruitcake kind of relative, although that's a different conversation on relativity altogether. I mean relative value, the kind that tells us that something's worth depends entirely on the person receiving it, the situation they're in, and what they care about most in that moment. Now, in negotiation, we talk about value in terms of benefits over cost. How useful is that thing? What's the utility it provides the one who receives it? How meaningful is the experience? What problem does it solve? What emotion does it create? And how much friction or sacrifice does it require? Nowhere is that equation more visible, more personal, and more unpredictable than during holiday gift-giving season. Now, we've all been on both sides of the spectrum. You give someone a gift you're incredibly proud of, beautifully wrapped, thoughtfully selected, emotionally meaningful, and they smile politely and say thank you and then move on to the next box like they're sorting inventory in a warehouse. Zero emotional lift. The fully neutral reaction. And you think, wow, I really blew it. I missed the mark. And then other times you grab something small, used, unassuming, a picture, a locket, a specialty coffee mug with your daughter's crayon scribble, and the person receiving it lights up like you just changed their life. One person cries over a handwritten letter, and the other one yawns at a brand new Apple Watch. No single dollar amount explains that reaction. Value is not based on price. Value is based on what that gift means to that person at that time. So that's what we're talking about today in this lighthearted holiday episode of Shear Line. And I've got a perfect crew with me to discuss all of this. I want to first welcome back my part-time co-host and good friend, Jay Billiet from Billiet Interiors.
Thank you. I was also expecting a little more of
All right, and now I have the pleasure of introducing two of my favorite people, two of my teammates. First, I'll introduce Brendan Williamson, member of the Excelsior Team at Brown Harris Stevens. He's a New York City real estate professional originally from Huntington Beach, California. Now that will have meaning in a second once you realize where the rest of us are from. Now in his 7th year in the city and approaching his 5th year in the industry, he brings a mixture of hustle, heart, and creativity to every deal, and I can witness that firsthand on a daily basis. So I'm glad to have you here, Brendan. And there's a fun fact about you, that you spent a year traveling the U.S. and Canada performing in a Nickelodeon musical.
Yes.
Are we going to hear a couple of numbers, a song and dance maybe? There's a little room in front.
Yeah, I actually did a rap during the musical. Wow. It was pretty special.
Are we gonna hear it?
We need that. Yes.
I need a little more rehearsal.
We're gonna have any copyright infringement.
Those Nickelodeon people might be looking out for me.
We don't want to mess with that. All right, and up next we've got our very own Peter Ronningen, New York City real estate advisor at Brown Harris Stevens on the Excelsior Team as well.
That's right.
And a proud member of the Excelsior Team. Like me, he's a Minnesota native, and like Jay. So we say he brings Midwest heart with Manhattan hustle. Peter's known for his deep neighborhood knowledge, his people-first approach to real estate, and for always keeping things both smart and human. So whether he's helping clients navigate the New York City market or building community around him, Peter leads with intention, authenticity, and a great sense of humor, which I also can witness, I have witnessed firsthand. We are lucky to have him on our team and even luckier to have him on the show today. Did you write that in here? I don't remember writing
I don't know where that came from.
Thanks, Peter. Nice to have you
Happy
here.
to be here.
So, We are, like I said, this is a nice, lighthearted episode of Shear Line today, talking about relative value in the art of gift giving. So let's get right into it with our questions. So I guess I'll open this up to Jay first, since you're the seasoned veteran on the podcast.
All right.
What's the best gift you ever received, and why did it hit you so deeply?
So to everyone I know who's listening, they're all really good gifts. They're all good gifts. I appreciate all of them. But I will say the one that pops up in my mind that I will always remember, I was given a gift of concert tickets to a show. And the reason that it was special is because I did not know this concert was happening, and the person that got me the tickets was not particularly a fan. And it was, I can say, it was to Matthew Sweet, one of my favorite artists from the 90s. And so the gift was a surprise, and it was a surprise until we got there. I didn't know until I saw the sign outside, and I was shocked, A, that the show was happening and I didn't know, and B, that this person, of all people, would think to get me tickets to this and to accompany me. And on top of that, it wasn't an event. It wasn't a birthday. It wasn't a holiday, which means that this person saw that this was happening and thought of me and thought to keep it a secret because knew how pleasantly surprised I would be.
I love that. I mean, that the element of surprise is one that
Completely unexpected.
Yeah.
Completely unexpected.
I love that. Anybody else? Peter, how about you?
I always get, so I have a twin brother who, Paul, and when you're a twin, you almost buy gifts for yourself in a way. So I always get,
I love that.
We grew up sharing everything. I used to live with him. We don't anymore, but most recently he got me for Christmas a trip to Japan.
Oh my God.
And so that, it's
okay,
always.
we can end the podcast right now. That's the win.
I know, he's very generous with me, but it was just, we've always done that for each other. It's that unconditional love and wanting to be together and go on an adventure. And so he took me to Avril Lavigne concert recently. That was my present. So that was fun. And I don't know, he just always knocks it out of the ballpark. And so I think it's just wanting to be together within the experience. It's an experience that's selfless. I know him more than anyone. And so I don't know, I think those to me are the best gifts when it comes from the heart, of course, and just wanting to be with someone.
Yeah, and I love that both of your examples involved the other person being a part of experiencing the gift,
Right.
which I think is really interesting.
The one part I would take back if I could.
Uh-oh. You'd have gone by yourself.
That's amazing.
We won't name it. What was it? What was the person who gave you that?
No.
All right. But all of the gifts Jay has received have been wonderful
They're
gifts.
all wonderful gifts.
Yeah. All right. How about you? Brendan?
So I think following suit, my best gift, I've been given some amazing gifts. They're all great. They're all the best. But one that comes to mind is also kind of an experience. When I met my girlfriend, we were on tour, and I had never really had exciting New Year's Eve plans, and we weren't going to be spending New Year's Eve together. So before we parted for the holidays that year, she organized a surprise New Year's Eve countdown with all of our friends, and it was really special because she knew it wasn't something I had asked for. I'd mentioned that I had liked surprises and that I was really bummed about this, and it was a total surprise from her, and it was just a really nice moment that we could share together. It's interesting how some gifts have monetary value and some have no monetary value and are just as magical.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. That cost her little to nothing in terms of money, but but sometimes those are the best gifts, the ones that really that don't really cost you anything. And again, I mean, we're talking about a lighthearted subject here in gift giving. But when it comes to negotiation and tying this back to negotiation, which is why I love this subject, is that idea that the value of something, and we talk about benefits over cost, the cost is just the denominator of that equation. And the benefits, if the benefits far outweigh the cost doesn't even matter at the end of the day. A cost could be 0, it could be 100. As long as the benefits outweigh the cost, it's what counts. Yeah. So let's switch gears and talk about the worst gift that you ever received? And why don't I start with Peter on this one?
I was trying to think. For me, it's whenever one of my first jobs in Minnesota was working at Menards, which is basically
Menards.
Menards.
Save
We know what
big
Menards.
money.
I know Menards.
Save big money. You save big money.
Yeah.
But they would get, it's basically Home Depot for non-Minnesotans. And we would get every single holiday, we'd get like Easter, we'd get a sausage roll. Or like it was nice to get the gifts, but I never hated a gift per se, but it was just knowing that it was a leverage of some sort as far as like you may not pay you the best, but here's a cheese log and a sausage roll to keep you quiet. So
We may not pay you the best, but here's a cheese log. It seems like they're digging a
they know what
deep hole.
Minnesotans like cheese and meat.
Yeah.
Cheese and meat. Was it on a stick?
No, it was like on a wooden bowl, but it was always we got a bobblehead of the founder of it for like President's Day. It was the most, but I don't know. I didn't hate it, but it was definitely had strings attached
Who
per
gave you
se.
these gifts? Who gave you a sausage roll in your Easter
The
basket?
Lord of Menards. I have no idea. The bobblehead guy did.
Wow.
Now I didn't really lean into this, but we got a heavy Minnesota, you could see the tables like leaning this way because we got 3 Minnesotans and a Californian, so we might have to teach you how to say Menards.
Menards.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I spent a little bit of time in Minnesota.
That's pretty
Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah.
Minnesota. How about you, Jay? Anything worst gifts?
I do have a worse gift in mind. I won't go into a lot of detail about it, but I will say there was potential for it to be an okay gift, like kind of thoughtless, but there was potential for it to be an okay gift. But it was given to me at a very embarrassing time. It was given to me in a crowd of people where there's no way it would be anything but humiliating. And it was given to me, and I sort of asked for an explanation. And in my mind, there was an explanation. And it's not the one that was given to me, which made it even worse. So I thought this is bad timing, and it's given to me in the wrong setting, and it's not even being justified well. It actually not only was the gift bad, but it ruined the entire experience. It ruined the evening, because then the rest of the evening I'm sitting there with this thing in front of me, like looking around at people, and there were some other people in the room that were like, "Oh, God, real sorry." Like they don't know what to do either. It was terrible. It was really bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Well, timing is a big negotiation and gift giving. Timing is
Or even
important.
just the justification. Lie to me. Don't say, "Well, I wanted to make you feel terrible. I wanted to make you feel embarrassed." You know, that's
Did
lie.
they want
Say-
that?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They
It's like
could have said,
the-
"I thought you really wanted it. You had talked about it once, and I thought it would be funny." But that wasn't.
Come on, everybody, come look at this gift that I gave you.
It was so embarrassing. I was very embarrassed. But
Oh man.
So, okay, I'm gonna move. Do you have one, Brendan, or should I move on to the next question?
I got a towel at my 7th birthday party as a gift.
Wow, you've let this go. I can see.
Yeah, I still have this. It was a beach towel. I still have it.
Okay.
But I remember, I'll be always appreciative for any gift I receive. But I remember sitting there like, wow, how do I, as a new 7-year-old, express my gratitude for something that I can't play with.
Right, exactly. And if I know you, and I think I do, you're the kind of person that makes it seem like every gift that you receive is the best gift in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I bet. Well,
yeah, but we should also need to talk about the fact that you still have it.
yeah, that's true.
So was that a bad
Yeah,
gift?
we're talking about you
That might have been a good gift.
It's true. It's true. It's gotten plenty of use. It's sitting in my parents' house back in California, but
See?
it's the only one that comes to mind.
they're gonna thank me in 20 years. That's what they said when you gave it to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And they were right.
Yeah.
All right. So before we go to a break, I want to ask this question. How do we feel about gift cards as a gift? Thoughtful or lazy?
I think it depends on the person.
All right. Receiving or giving?
Receiving.
Okay.
Being on the receiving side, if if somebody has something that is a luxury, even a small luxury that they like, a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts. I love Dunkin' Donuts. I just prefer when I don't have to pay for it.
Sponsor.
Yeah. I think that is an intentional gift that I would appreciate. And then I walk into the Dunkin' Donuts and I go, oh, I think of the person that gave me the gift. But if you don't know the person that well, maybe then it's a little bit less intentional.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I like that.
And a lot of people do ask for gift cards now because it is easier. I mean, I have nieces and nephews, and they're older now, and I don't know what the kids want. And 9 times out of 10, when they put something on a list, I don't know what that thing is. So it's just easier. It's easier to get them a gift card. Everybody's happy, and they know that it's I think gift cards have to come with the intention behind it, right? Like they know I love them, and they know I want them to have something that's great. Now, there's other people in my life where, like you said, if you give them a gift card to Starbucks and they don't drink coffee, they're going to go, oh.
Yeah, if I gave my
Thanks for
wife a
thinking of me.
gift card, that would not go. No. It's like, hey, honey, look what I picked up. And it's still got the Walgreens wrapper. But I do like, one of the things I like that's happened with gift cards over time is the person giving the gift, they give you a little choice. Like, you've got 20 different gift cards that you can choose from. And it almost makes it seem like, oh, I'm choosing the picture or the image that's on the gift card, and there's a connection I'm trying to make through, whatever cursive writing is on there, gold embossed or whatever.
Right.
It's like that spectrum of gift with purchase towards the other end, the intention, the meaning, I think it was Facebook just put out an ad I thought was genius, where it was an office gift exchange, and the guy basically looked up this woman on Facebook. She went to a Kiss concert once. She did this, and he found this perfect gift and tailored it to her, and you cry at the end of the commercial. And so it's that spectrum with everything. I think the intention and the connection with them.
Yeah,
the,
I love
the
that.
amount you tried, how much effort and
there is a safety in gift cards.
Yep.
There is a safety in gift card. You know that I spent the correct dollar amount.
Yep.
You know what I spent, and you know that I didn't want to risk disappointing you.
Yeah, that's right.
So sometimes there is a safety in a gift card. I will say that.
Yeah, and that is true. Sometimes it is taking the safe route. It's like, this could go badly if I get the wrong gift, or it could go really well. Just go middle of the road, get the gift card, and that way I'm not going to fail. Yeah.
And one thing I've learned is I never write on the gift card. You can write with a Sharpie on the gift card, or you can take the gift card out of the paper, I don't know what it comes in, cardboard, and write on it. I never do that because I think gift cards are the easiest thing to re-gift. And so if anybody is ever in a pickle, I always want them to think, Jay gave me that gift card, and just go grab it, open it, write their name on it, and pass it on to whoever they work with.
Wow. That's some next level.
I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking of everyone.
I think that's
all
great.
right. Speaking of thinking ahead, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after this.
Looking to stage a property but on a tight budget and timeline? Stage with Stage and Fold. Stylish, lightweight, foldable, 3D printed cardboard furniture that looks real. Quick delivery and easy assembly. Staging starts at just $199 a month per room, and setup takes less than 30 minutes. Contact us today to stage smarter, sell faster, save thousands with Stage and Fold.
From residential and commercial closings to litigation, Romer DeBoss is your full-service real estate law firm. We blend big firm knowledge with boutique-level attention, delivering outcomes that exceed every expectation. Contact us at romerdeboss.com.
I'm Brian Scott Cohen, one of the top loan originators in the country, and the #1 mortgage originator at Guaranteed Rate Infinity. Guaranteed Rate Infinity arguably has the most advanced tech in the industry. Our completely digital loan process makes it easy and efficient for homeowners, from a 15-minute pre-approval to the digital application and through closing. My team and I would love to help you get into the home of your dreams.
All right, and we are back. Now, it occurred to all of us that you're probably all wondering from Jay's story what the gift was that his friend gave him. We're not going to tell you. We're going to let you message us, email, or DM us, whatever you want to do, and maybe we can get Jay to tell you what it is. But we're going to leave you in suspense. But we are going to move on.
My face is on fire right now.
All right, I want you all to be honest. Are you someone who agonizes over gifts, or do you just wing it and hope the universe sorts it out? Go ahead.
I wing it.
You wing it?
I think I'm a good read of people. I think I can, I don't know, just pick up on subtle cues and figure out what they like, if they're like me, if they're not, or whatever. And with social media, you can figure out people pretty easy. And so I just wing it. Like
You're also very crafty.
And I'm also very cheap. With like I've been trying to make it a tradition in my family. I'm a member of Buy Nothing on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you're in New York City. I furnished my whole apartment with free stuff, and so I find the coolest, most unique gifts either on the street. I make sure that it's not cloth because that's not safe, but or I exchange or give free stuff, and I think that's good for the environment, good for.
Sure.
I don't know. I think it
Take something of little value to someone else and make it something of high value. That's
So it's true.
That's
I'm
the exchange
creative with
principle.
it.
That's nice. I love that. All right. How about you, Brendan? What do you do?
I take the opposite approach.
Yeah.
I get so in my head about what the other person is going to think, or if it's kind of one of those consortium things where we're passing around gifts. If anybody is going to like the gift that I got, so I'm the one that's standing in Target for 3 hours, and the Target employee is like, "Are you okay?
Can I help you, sir?"
Yeah. So I usually ask for a little bit of help from some friends
Nice.
to
All right.
pick the right thing.
And now, if you do find, it's oftentimes we talk about gifts with a limit, right? So if like you're supposed to do no more than $20, right? And I think like if we're doing a Secret Santa, no more than $20, and there's always someone who spends $40, and then there's that issue. But then sometimes you find the perfect gift, or what you think is a really great gift, or maybe it's 75% off, or maybe it's a $20 gift that you're getting for $5. What do you do? Do you fill the rest of that $15 with additional gifts, or do you just go with the $5?
I think it depends. I think if the gift seems like it fits that perceived value, then I don't fill it. And if there's, or if the gap is relatively small, but oftentimes I just throw in like a bag of candy or something to make it look like there's a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting question because all of my family is in Minnesota. So when it comes time to the holidays, and we draw names in my family, and there's a cap put on the. It's not a cap, but it's a suggested dollar amount that you're supposed to spend. I always spend more because I learned very early on, shopping in Minnesota, you can get a lot more for $50 than you can in New York, especially if you're shopping local. So in Minnesota, my family can go and get 5 or 6 things, and then I go to Union Square and I can get a hat. And so it's not fair. And so for me, I would always end up spending more because I would want to spend the equivalent of what other people would be spending on each other or on me. Now, that being said, if the suggested retail price of something is the dollar amount and you happen to get it on sale, I mean, then it's kind of up to you.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, I don't know. It depends on who the person is, I guess, when it comes to that.
I've never thought of that idea that like the dollar goes farther in the place that the gift is being given, and therefore it's like, and then you have to justify it. Look, it's a $25 hat, I promise.
I know.
They're like, why did you buy this hat for $25?
You got ripped off.
That's exactly it.
That's awesome.
That's exactly it.
All right, so have you ever returned a gift immediately, re-gifted something, or traded holiday gifts with someone else because you both missed the mark? Or to your point, have them
You like give it back to them
name.
and like say no,
I don't
thank
want
you.
this.
No, like re-gift it to some, or like, hey, you got that, I got that. Let's just
Well, that
trade.
seems fair.
Yeah.
I always do that with clothing. like my mom will. It's usually my mom. She'll be like, "Here's clothes. I don't know if they fit. Return them if you want.
Right.
Here's the
Right.
receipt." But so there's no offending anyone in that situation. But I don't think if it was like an acquaintance gifting, I would never be like, "This sucks. I hate it." I would put on my acting mode. Thank
Here, you
you.
want to trade? You sure you don't want to trade?
Yeah. I've definitely re-gifted a couple of candles. In my, I feel like candles are really easy to re-gift.
Yeah.
Returning
Used?
no. Luckily not used. Well, that would be a tough sell, because then how do you explain that?
Oh, it's a slow burner.
Yeah.
Still got lots of
life left in that one.
Unless something doesn't fit, then I don't think I've really exchanged anything or brought it back.
Yeah.
I always just maybe let it sit in the back of my closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's also
Fumigating the back, the little candle, just like giving you the cinnamon scent.
Oh yeah. Or I wait for the next person that likes candles.
Yeah. I mean, and it's also hard because it depends. Is that person someone you see regularly? Will they know that you never wear that shirt, or will they know that they never see that candle in your apartment? Because if they don't know, like, what's the harm? Re-gift it, return it. But if it's someone you see regularly, it might be one of the things you have to have sitting out all the time.
They're expecting
just in
to
case
see
they
it
stop
when they walk
by.
into their apartment.
Yeah. But ideally, someone that I guess you know that well is not going to buy you something terrible.
Maybe.
But you never know.
You never know.
To Peter's point about the clothes and stuff, one of the things I've always appreciated about my mom's a great gift giver, and one of the things that she does is that she tells us the joy that she gets out of giving the gift. So she'll say, "Honey, I love to go and just shop for clothing for you. I know that whatever I buy may not be the right size or the right look or whatever, but I want you to know that all of the joy that I get from shopping for you that's where the joy is.
Yeah.
So whatever you decide to do with it is not going to diminish the joy that I had in buying it," which I think is another. When we talk about the story behind it or the intention behind it, it just creates that a narrative. It creates a story that now whatever happens with that gift, you don't feel there's no guilt in doing whatever you want with it, because the other person's already explained to you what their purpose was when they got it. Yeah. Or we talk about sometimes when somebody's walking in a mall and they tell you, they're like, I was in the mall and I had to get to Macy's to pick up something that I had waiting for me there. And, I was walking by this store and I just happened to glance over and saw this thing in the window, and it immediately made me think of you. Now, no matter what that gift is, there's a story behind how they came to get it. And now there's so much more meaning behind it for you, which I think is also, the power of storytelling, which is amazing.
Yeah.
That's the magic in the holidays.
That is the magic. Of the holidays.
That's the magic of
love all around.
That's right. All right. What is the funniest or most bizarre? Well, okay, first of all, we're gonna set this up and then maybe go to a break. I first want to set up, if the viewers out there, if you don't know what a white elephant gift exchange is, let's talk about it. Jay, do you want to explain white elephant gift exchange?
I would like to, but I recently learned that I'm not sure that I know. This is what I learned last year when I was invited to a white elephant gift exchange party. Now, it was my impression that white elephant gifts are sort of joke gifts, gag gifts, or maybe somewhat practical, but a little bit silly. And everyone brings a gift. They all go into a pile, and I don't know, you draw numbers, or there's some other game that determines the order in which you pick gifts, and then you can. When it's your turn, you can either steal a gift from someone else or take a new gift off of the pile. And for example, if I would steal your gift because you got gloves or something, you then have the opportunity to either take another gift or steal from someone else.
Right, exactly. And then at some point, the gift is stolen like 2 times or 3 times.
3 times.
Three
well,
times.
that's my rule.
And then it can't be so someone's going to end up with it, and then it's done.
Yep. Yes.
Right. And that is a really interesting idea of value as well, because you think about what we do to determine what that gift is. Are we serious about it? Do we want to get something practical? Are we doing it kind of silly? Are we just pulling something used or going to a thrift store or something like that? One of the best white elephant gifts I ever received was from a family white elephant gift exchange where I got a used toaster, and I was a broke actor in New York City. And I was like, I actually need a toaster. And I used that toaster for about 5 years before I got it. So like, whatever, is it a gag gift? Is it practical? And then there's that idea of like, do other people like it? Are other people passing it by? Is there a fight over the gift that I got? And there's a lot of, emotion that goes into it. So we're going to talk about white elephant gifts right after this.
Hi, I'm Evan Greenberg with Langdon Title. I specialize in title insurance across New York, helping real estate attorneys, agents, and brokers close with confidence. I solve problems fast and keep your deals moving. Contact me anytime.
All right, and we are back. We're talking about white elephant gifts. Who wants to share a bizarre white elephant gift story, or one of the best or worst white elephant gifts that you ever received?
I'm going to tell this story because we were just talking about it. But so last year I was invited to a white elephant holiday party, gift exchange, and it was with a new group of friends. And it was through a very good friend of mine. It was her group of friends that I'd recently been introduced to, and I was invited to the gift exchange, and I was very excited, and I went out shopping for a gift. Now, in my experience with white elephant gifts has been like they lean to the silly side, to the naughty side. Probably you could even push the needle to inappropriate. and so I went out shopping, and I was having a good time, and I had an item in my hands. I had an adult item in my hand, and I was walking up to the counter, and I thought, wait a minute, I don't know these people. And so I called my friend immediately, and I said, hey, listen, I have a quick question. I said, so for the party tomorrow, is this more of an adult toy, white elephant gift exchange, or like hand soap? And she goes, oh, hand soap. And I went, oh, okay. I said, I'm very glad I called. Very glad I called. Yeah. So I put the item back, and I went and I got a much more appropriate gift. I mean, and I'm telling you, it wasn't really white elephant. I left with a speaker, with like a wireless speaker. I left with a really nice gift, and I can't imagine how embarrassed I would have been. I mean, it's bad enough like if your gift is the only one that no one wants, but if
everyone wants,
or right. And I was just so glad, because white elephant does mean different things to different people.
Yeah, yeah. I would have loved to be a fly in the wall in that room when you're like, ha! They're all like.
But I will say my friend left that party. One of the gifts that was brought was a case of toilet paper, and someone opened it. I mean, there was beautiful gifts like coffee table books, this speaker, so many different things, and then there was a case of toilet paper, and that was sort of the silliness. That was as silly as it got. But my friend went, "Oh, I'll take that," and she left with a case of toilet paper.
It's not cheap.
It's not. That's exactly
during
what she
COVID,
said.
That has a lot of
That's exactly
value.
what she said.
Yeah. Just store it, wait for the next
the
pandemic.
street value of this toilet paper is,
exactly.
is great. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So do you prefer a sentimental gift? I'll start with Brendan on this one. So do you prefer a sentimental gift or a practical one? And what does your answer say about your emotional economics of gift giving?
That's a great question. I think that as I've gotten older, my interests have changed, and I would say now I would prefer a sentimental gift because it shows the relationship that I have with that person and the thought that they've put into it. But I think historically, practical gifts that I'm going to use, because otherwise you're just sitting around and I kind of feel bad when I look at it. And I think what it says about my natural way of gift giving is that when I give a gift, I try and have something behind it, some sort of a reason. Even if it's somebody I don't know that well, I'll add a little story or something there that makes it just even a little better than a board game or a box of candy or something like that.
Nice. Anyone else? Sentimental or
yeah, like Brendan, it's changed over time. When I was struggling out of college, I needed, soap and food, whatever. So I think then but now I think more, I'm kind of 50-50, to be honest. Depends on the person, depends on life. And, it's always evolving, I think, with different people. I was thinking of my brothers-in-law at literally every Christmas, all they want is socks. Right. So it's like practical.
Yeah.
That's all they want. So, and it makes it easy for me, so.
It's funny, the whole sock thing, because we used to get my dad ties and socks and things like that, right? And we had such a great time picking out socks from our dad, because it was whenever we would pick out socks, we were pushing the envelope a little bit, right? Something that he all he wore was black socks. And we were always picking a little something that was a little bit like Argyle, or the socks back then weren't as crazy as they are now. But and the same thing with a tie, something with a little a pattern in it that if you look closely was a little different. I remember we got him like this whole series of Beatles ties, so all the ties were like artwork for one of the Beatles songs. And of course you couldn't really notice that until you looked really closely at the tie. And we had such a great time doing that. And so now that my kids, when I get socks and those sorts of things from my kids, I can see their eyes light up when I open the socks, and it's just a pair of socks, but I know that they went on a journey with Andrea, and they searched and searched and found the perfect pair of socks. And for them, it means so much. And that's why it means a lot to me. So, yeah. Jay, you have anything sentimental?
Well, socks mean a lot to me because I'm in my 50s and I'm single, and I rely on new socks at Christmas time. I remember once someone said to me, like, your list is so boring. All you want is socks. And I said, I rely on the holidays for socks. When I need new hand towels, it's going to be at Christmas time. Like, that's just how it goes.
How was your Christmas? Well, I didn't get any socks, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do this year.
I think it's about a combination. I mean, there are certain people that can make it where you kind of not expect, but do appreciate a sentimental gesture. But like from my parents at this point, if I need a can opener would be great. I don't. There's just sometimes you don't need a gesture. Like, I know my parents love me, or maybe not, but it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, I remember my wife was going away on tour one time, and it was right around the holidays, and I thought it would be this great gift to get her like a travel printer, for when she was on tour. And so we weren't married at the time, we were just still dating. And so I gave her this travel printer. And to this day, I mean, she received it very, very kindly and nicely, and was very, very accepting of the gift that I gave her. But I'm pretty sure I've relived the moments I gave it to her in my head many, many times. And it was like, yeah, probably could have thought of something a little bit more sentimental than a travel printer. But at the time, I thought I was nailing it. I was like, this is awesome.
Or even cool. Practical. Like, what is she printing on the bus?
I don't know. I thought, everyone's going to be coming to her to print
Everybody need a boarding pass? I have a travel printer.
You're going to be the most popular person on tour.
Gave me a travel printer, cordless.
Oh, how romantic.
It wasn't even cordless.
It wasn't even cordless. When I get to the hotel, I can print out everyone's.
So it was a printer, not a travel printer.
Yeah, it was like this big.
Yeah.
Oh man, fit in a suitcase.
Ooh, she married you.
I haven't thought about that.
That's amazing.
All right, so I'm going to throw you for a loop on this question. This is the last one. So, is there any gift category that you think is always a mistake? Anything that you're like, I would just never give this as a gift. And don't say travel printers.
I think for me, it's any gift that comes with strings attached. So in real estate, I like to stay in touch with clients. So I send out cards, and I always try to make it personalized. Like I don't want to put like, I love referrals on the back. You know, I want it to feel real, because it is real, and not come with something like, you owe me now, because I
like 20% off your broker
12 cents for a stamp.
You guys, anything that's completely inappropriate?
For me, if I'm the one giving the gift, it'd be somewhere where I don't have expertise. So like I'm not a chef. I would not give somebody any kind of cooking appliance, because what I would like is almost surely different than what somebody else would like, and I might not know what I'm looking at. That's good. But I think the strings attached is such a good example, because the way that people would receive it is as if you're expected to do something with it.
You're manipulating in a way.
Right.
It's not what gift giving is to me.
Yeah, I like that. Like the no strings attached. Like exactly. That's a good way to put it. All right, so we're going to end that portion of the questions, and we're going to go into one of my favorite parts of the Shear Line podcast, which is the lightning round. And if you want, you can join me in the theme music.
You're out.
It's like
I'm on vocal rest.
No, yeah.
Perfect.
I'm on vocal rest.
Yeah, we don't want to.
I have another one of these
nodes.
tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm lying.
All right. So, what's your favorite kind of gift? And I'll start with you, Peter. What's your favorite kind of gift? An experience, an object, a food, something tech, something, an emotional keepsake?
Experience.
Experience. Yeah.
It gives you something to look forward to. You get to do it with them. Experience.
Great.
It's somewhere between experience and food. I love food.
Yeah. Food experience.
Food experience.
Yeah.
That's risky, actually.
Yeah.
We're going on a food experience.
Yeah.
How about you, Bert?
I would go with experience. Yeah.
All right. Wow, that's good. Experience across the board.
Yeah.
All right. So, real tree or artificial tree?
Real tree.
Did you already get your real tree?
Yeah, it's tiny.
Uh-huh.
It's tiny, but I have a real tree and I can smell it, and I think that it adds such a nice little flavor for the holiday season.
Wow. Okay.
Fake.
Fake
all the way.
Uh-huh.
My whole life.
Fake.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
of
fake.
the smell, because of allergies, like I could never do it.
See, first of all, we have a cat, and we had cats growing up. Cats love to climb up trees. So they don't know that they're not outside and that they're not in the wilderness. They're like up in that real tree. And a fake tree is there's a little deterrent there, I think, for an animal. And plus, we'd always travel for the holidays. So we'd experience the holidays, and then we'd leave. By the time we came back, that tree was just dried out and just falling apart. So I love just every few years getting a new fake tree. And with the lights already in it.
I always wanted real. I've never had a real tree.
I would like
Really?
like Brendan, like just a little one. I think that'd be nice. You get the smell, but then it's not as much of a hassle.
I just
and
get
real trees in New York, forget about it.
Oh man, they're
my god,
expensive.
$300 for like an inch tree.
You can get a candle. You can get a pine scented
That's right.
candle.
Get a fake tree and like a
fake
rear
tree and
view
a real-
mirror tree thing.
And a real candle.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And we talked about white elephant gifts. Do you prefer white elephant or Secret Santa?
White elephant.
Oh.
Secret Santa or white elephant. I think it can be more extreme, funny.
More fun.
I like when it's fun and inappropriate.
There's a pressure. There's a pressure with Secret Santa.
There is, I think.
Yeah.
I think
Because
there is.
then you're
Absolutely.
really talking about like that. Are you pushing the envelope right up to the gift level?
Yeah.
Or are you did you spend enough because it's the other person is, judging you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quietly.
I feel like there's also there's the pressure of liking it more when it's Secret Santa, because you don't know who gave it to you, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to try to gauge your reaction accordingly.
I
Yeah.
always think
right.
of Secret Santa as like a corporate party, and White Elephant is more of a fun party with friends. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's
just
true.
my
Yeah,
that's
mental
true.
feeling of the two.
White elephant. Final answer.
White elephant.
Yeah, I think so.
I just thought of, I remember, I think I was in like 7th grade and we did a Secret Santa and at Thrifty Drug downtown New Ulm. Thrifty Drug. Plug for Thrifty.
Yeah.
They were with you, if you bought like $20 worth of stuff, you got like a free necklace. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I was with my mom and she was buying $20 worth of stuff. And so, or maybe it was like $5 if you bought $20 worth of stuff. But it was heavily discounted. And I was like, this is amazing. And so I got the necklace and I gave it as a Secret Santa gift. Well, everybody knew that was the promotion that Thrifty Drug was running. So I was like, exposed for my cheap gift.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I'm over it, guys.
Doesn't sound like it.
I'm over it like Brendan's over the towel.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's switch gears. What is the most inappropriate or random holiday classic song? And now we're in that mode, right, where it's all holiday classics all the time or all holiday music. Is there one that you're just like, every time you hear it, you're like, why did they do this?
It's kind of not a class. Well, it's kind of a classic, but I'm really into all these AI songs that are coming out.
What?
Oh, you
AI
Google
Christmas
it. I'm not going to
classics?
say any titles here, but wait, I mean they will
I got
rewrite anything you want, so that's where it gets crazy and inappropriate. But yeah,
Nice.
it's on
So they'll
TikTok.
take like I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas and then do some AI
I mean, someone just say
parody.
make Christmas song as inappropriate as pop. Boom,
Oh my
it's a hit on TikTok.
Oh my god.
I am going to Google that.
Yeah. That is me too. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's fun, but it's a slippery slope.
I bet that's a rabbit hole for sure.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
There's so many inappropriate Christmas songs that I can think of. That's almost its own genre now.
Yeah.
I think of the comedian Jeff Dunham did like a whole Christmas album, and or holiday album. They're all different and raunchy and wrong in their own way.
Yeah.
Now that's just the first thing that comes to my mind.
I like when you talk about classics, there are a couple that Jay, do you have one that you wanna?
I don't think so.
Because
think of
because
one.
every time the reason I ask this question is that they're a little bit personal for me.
Oh.
So every time there are two songs that come on the radio, they are absolute classics that I just can't figure out. One is I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus.
Oh,
Which
Oh.
like, how do you explain that to a child? Like, it's a joke that adults get, right? Because
Right.
Santa Claus,
Is-
yeah. But for a kid, like, how confusing is that to children who listen to that song?
on Daddy,
Yeah, like, what is this? like, why is everybody celebrating
never
this
thought
thing?
of it like that.
Yeah, and then the other one is "Baby, It's Cold Outside," which is a little bit,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
a little wrong, a little creepster.
Yeah.
What era? Like the
Sus, sus, as the
1950s
kids say.
kind of turned out the ones that don't quite translate now.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much the entire Rat Pack album.
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, do you ever stop with the budget? We talked about this, like, but we'll get your quick thoughts on this. Do you ever stop with the budget, like just shop with the budget in mind, and you stop when you hit the reach the budget, or does emotional panic take over and you just kind of like blow the budget and say, forget it, I'm getting the gift, whatever it is?
Depends how behind I am on purchasing the gifts. If it's the day before, I do not care.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'll
Budget's
pay
out.
for it. Yeah. But if I've got plenty of time, I'm going to be much more thoughtful and careful with fitting into the budget constraint.
Nice. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I don't know. I just kind of go with the flow.
go with it.
The good old answer, it depends.
It depends.
Who's
I
the
use it as a
person
guideline
and-
only, never a hard stop.
Yeah.
I use it as a guideline only. That's it.
Well, Peter's out like out in the corner picking up a headboard.
Digging through dumpsters, and getting bed, but no.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this has been, I'm so glad that I had all three of you together for this conversation. The last question I'll ask of each of you, and I'll start with my part-time co-host and good friend, Jay. How can everyone listening and watching the podcast find you, find out about JJ Billiet Interiors, and all the stuff that you do
Yes, you
so
can
well?
find me on Instagram at jjbilliet_interiors.
Great. Peter?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, peter.ronningen, and email pronningen@bhsusa.com. on the Excelsior Team.
Or you can just go Excelsior Team at bhsusa.com, and all three of us will get that email.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go ahead, Brendan.
I can be emailed at bwilliamson@bhsusa.com, or you can find me on Instagram under Brendan Williamson Real Estate.
Awesome. Well, now it's time for some key takeaways from today. And obviously, this was a lighthearted episode, but I'm going to wrap this up and just bring it back to what relative value means in gift giving and how it ties into negotiation, collaborative negotiation. So if this holiday conversation taught us anything, it's that gift giving is emotional economics, as I mentioned earlier. And emotional economics is the beating heart of negotiation. It's that right brain of the decision-making process that we talk about. What matters to you? What matters to me? How do we create value, solve a need, build connection, and evaluate the value each side puts on the negotiation elements of a deal? And that's the holiday lesson and the negotiation lesson. Value is always subjective. The most successful negotiators, just like the most successful gift givers, are the people who pay attention, listen deeply, connect emotionally, and understand that value is both personal and emotional, not just the number on the receipt or on the deal. And that's Shear Line, everyone. As a reminder, you can support this show by following us, subscribing, rating, and reviewing the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just go to getmorenetwork.com, and there you can check out all of the amazing shows on the More Network, including past episodes of Shear Line. You can find me all over Instagram at archway.partners, as well as on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Eirik the Expert. That's Eirik with 2 I's. And you can contact the Excelsior Team at Brown Harris Stevens by going to bhsusa.com. You can watch our brand new slow-mo video portrait. It's pretty amazing. And then you can connect with my coaching company, Archway Partners Coaching, by visiting archwaypartnersinc.com to learn more about our new one-of-a-kind Archway Partners Mighty Networks platform. It's a growing community of agents with access to small group coaching, motivation, skill building, videos, coaching exercises in negotiation, storytelling, confidence building, mindset, practical training, and so much more. We're offering a 30-day trial right now, so go to archwaypartnersinc.com for that and take advantage of that offer, or tell every agent in your sphere about it and give them that free gift as well. So on this, the first year of the Shear Line podcast, and this episode is airing right during the holidays, I want to give a special thanks to Lena for all the work that she does behind the scenes, to Ray, who is not with us today, but is with us all the way along, both keeping the ship sailing, both in production and post-production. Everyone at the More Network, Matt Leone, and the marketing team at BHS for all of the work you do and the support you give the network and all of us hosts. To Bess Friedman for her leadership, and all of our listeners and viewers out there for really supporting this podcast and coming back and back every time to watch and listen every 2 weeks. So here's to a joyful holiday season, whether you're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, winter solstice, or any other faith or tradition, or simply the beauty of togetherness in December. Enjoy the light. And remember, there's a key for every lock, but it's the right combination of grooves, cuts, and teeth that lift the pins and create the shear line. Until next time, keep turning curiosity into connection, mystery into mastery, and keep unlocking what's possible. See you next time, and happy holidays, everyone.